Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. A very good day. This is Friday. Penghulu segala hari. Okay, semoga keberkatan yang ada pada hari ini kita ambil peluang untuk menambahkan pahala buat diri kita. Okay. Okay, sekarang ni cikgu nak discuss. I want to discuss a continuation of our discussion from the previous video in quadratic function. The most important thing that you have to know here is that you must be able to completely use the method CTS in this question regardless of whether it has unknowns or not. So the confidence in you have to have that positive attitude that you'll be able to use what you learn in CTS and apply it in this question. Okay, let's begin with rewriting the algebraic or the quadratic function. This is fx equals 2x squared plus px plus q. Okay, if we want to do a CTS, we have to take note that CTS, the value of a should be a equals to 1. So how do you go about doing this? We have to bring 2 as if divided by 2 for both sides. So this is x squared p over 2x plus q over 2. Okay, remember we have to divide both sides with 2. Okay, so now since the value of a is 1, we can easily use CTS here, but you have to take note what is the value of b here is p over 2. And we have to divide that by 2 because of the properties of a quadratic function. There is a parabola that the minimum point or the maximum point, the x value is the symmetrical axis. Okay, so when it is symmetrical, we have to divide by 2. Okay, then we'll go on to use the CTS. We have to identify the first term is x here and it is p over 2. So before that, I would like to explain to you that p over 2 must be divided by 2 and it is equivalent to p over 4. You cannot rely too much on your calculator, especially when there is an algebra, but you have to rely on your previous knowledge in Form 2 and Form 3 to find p over 2 divided by 2 is p over 4. Okay, so let's begin again. After you got p over 4, we'll continue with our CTS process by taking out the x square and it is x here, and then the p over 2 divided by 2 is p over 4 squared. Since when you expand, the p over 4 squared will become p squared over 16, and it is not supposed to be in the original expression. So we have to minus that value. Here we have to minus the p squared over 16. Okay, p over 4 squared. And then we have to plus back with the original term that is q over 2. Okay, now we can rewrite it again. P over 4 minus p squared over 16 plus q over 2. Let's turn to the next page. Next page, please. I rewrite again. Fx over 2 is x plus p over 4 squared minus p squared over 16 plus q over 2. Now it's time for us to welcome back the 2 that we have set aside before, and we multiply back to all these terms. Okay, so it's gonna be 2 bracket x plus p over 4. Well, student might ask me, or I can see student keep on making careless mistake and putting 2 inside the bracket, and I've been telling them that you cannot simply multiply inside the brackets because of the power of 2 here. So it must be outside. So 2 times negative p squared over 16 is negative p squared over 8 plus 2 times q over 2 is q. Okay, now it's time for us to compare what we got with the information given in the question. The question gives that the minimum point is 1, negative 32. So here we are. We have to use our basic knowledge that we learned beforehand, that this whole thing is negative 32 because this is considered minimum value. Okay, so we will write, and then this thing is considered as x equal 1. Okay, so we do the first thing first here. I'm use the turquoise color. So what do we know? What else do we know about this function? We do know that x plus p over 4 is equals to 0 when the minimum value is negative 32. X plus p over 4 should always be equal to 0. And then we already knew that x equals to 1, so we substitute inside here. And then p should be equal to negative 4. Okay, now next part, the next equation that we have is just now I did tell you that negative p squared over 8 plus q should be negative 32, isn't it? So be careful here. As always, a careless mistake will pop up if you are not being careful. So what did I say by being careful is this. If p is negative 4, so please make an effort to write negative 4 in brackets. So over 8 plus q equal negative 32. This negative 4 power of 2 is 16. Negative 16 over 8 is negative 2 plus q is negative 32. Q should be 30. Okay. I hope you will look upon my video, and if you don't understand, you can replay the video so that we can have a better understanding in quadratic function. Okay, we'll stop here. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.